Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you for a premiere video tonight, and this is going to premiere at a little past midnight, probably like 1 o'clock or so, when I premiere this video in the morning on April 2nd. So this is for Three Doors Down's next Marathon Studio album review, which should be their fourth Marathon Studio album that I'm reviewing for the self-titled album by Three Doors Down that I just got done listening to for this self-titled album. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this 12-track album by Three Doors Down and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this track review. Sorry, I was messing with something or whatever, so sorry about that. I thought I did something or whatever. But it doesn't matter, basically. Basically, yeah, what did I think of this album by Three Doors Down, the self-titled? It's average. It's not a bad listen. It's just some of the songs, like the second half, can get a little underwhelming with the tracks. The first half's pretty good, pretty strong, I should say. Really good, strong tracks. Like Train was pretty good. Some of the lyrics in it are a bit sus, meaning somewhat cringy, but it works with the melody and how it's sounding. So it's not a terrible song. So 5 out of 5 for Train. I really like that song. Next is Citizen Soldier, and it's pretty outstanding song. It's a little different, which different's not always a bad thing. They're trying some new things with their rock sound with this song. It's still a pretty rockin' track, so I really like this one. I think Brad Arnold sounds really good in it, and also in Train, he sounded really good in it with his vocal pitches. So, yeah, 5 out of 5 for the first two songs. Train and Citizen Soldier, they were really strong tracks. Next is It's Not My Time, and that was one of the singles off this album. I think it was the second single, if I'm being precise. Yeah, it was a pretty strong track, so I really like It's Not My Time. That was a really outstanding songs, and Brad Arnold sounded really good in this song, so 5 out of 5 for It's Not My Time. Let Me Be Myself was a pretty strong track. I like the pre-chorus in the song. It sounds really good with Brad Arnold singing the pre-chorus, and just structurally with the guitars and the drums and just how it's sounding, it's an outstanding song. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Pages was a good one. I really like the lyrics in it, with what the Brad Arnold is singing in the lyrics. It's very meaningful, with basically talking about a man falling apart or whatever, or something like that. So yeah, pretty deep topic that they're talking about with someone falling apart or someone going through a breakup and watching them fall apart or whatever. But Pages is gonna get a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed this song. It's the only one you've got. Is probably the final song I gave a 5 out of 5, because the second half does get a little underwhelming to listen through this album. The first half's pretty strong on this album. But Give It To Me is the next one, and I found it to be alright. It's pretty rockin'. It's just, uh, there's some moments in the song where I don't really like how the chorus ends. At the first chorus, at least, it just felt like it was missing something, and or whatever. But it was not a bad song, so 4.5 out of 5. These Days comes off as eh. It's an alright track. It's solid for what it is. Sorry if I stuttered for a second. It's solid for what it is. It's not the best song, but it's something at least. So 4.5 out of 5. Your Arms Feel Like Home was a little melodic rock kind of song. Had some mellow points, which can be the weak points in the song at the verses. Verses felt too mellow, and the chorus was pretty strong, so 4.5 out of 5 for this one. Runaway was solid, not my personal favorite, but it's something at least. So, to get us through the rest of the second half of the album. When It's Over was the last alright song. And then you get to She Don't Want the World, the final track on the album, and that was probably the weakest song on the album. I don't know if I like She Don't Want the World. It's average. It's a different kind of sound they went for. They want to go very mellow with this one, but some of the instrumentation in it's a little off, in my opinion. But 3.5 out of 5 for She Don't Want the World. It doesn't sound bad with Brad Arnold singing in it, but it's just the instrumentation and the melody's kind of quirky and a little off to me at least. So overall, production, mixing, and execution, I think the self-titled album is an average album. And overall, I think Three Doors Down's self-titled album, the 2008 album, was an average album at least. I don't know if it's my favorite album from them, but it's something to get through their discography. It's going to get the same rating I gave 17 Days. So for a score, I'm going to give Three Doors Down's self-titled album, the 2008 album, a 7.5 out of 10. I almost said 8. My mistake. 7.5 out of 10. I'm giving it. So this is an average album. It's not my personal favorite, but it's because She Don't Want the World kind of ruined the rest of the album, the finishing touch of the album. Like the last song to finish this album kind of ruined it for me and didn't close the album out very fantastically, if you get my drift and get where I'm coming from. So 7.5 out of 10 for Three Doors Down's self-titled 2008 album. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Three Doors Down album, the self-titled album, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this Three Doors Down Marathon Studio album review I did for their fourth studio album, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. Like I said, this video is premiering probably at 1 a.m. or something like that, so you won't be seeing it till like way past midnight. So around 1 a.m. it's gonna premiere. I think 1 a.m. is when it's premiering, so just gotta finish recording it. So yeah, I hope you found this review to be enjoyable. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I'll have another video for a movie review come out tomorrow or sometime tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing a request track review tomorrow for an Adam Levine song. So I'll listen to it, but I'm not a huge fan of Adam Levine. I meant to say. I almost said Avril Lavigne. I kind of did for a moment, and I slipped up with what I was saying. Just a little tired because I've been doing videos constantly, a lot more throughout Friday the 1st. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this premiere video for Three Doors Down's self-titled album. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, take care guys, and as always, I'll see you in my next review.